Okay, welcome into the Mind Tap portion, which is, by the way, the majority of where you'll do your work, different from traditional courses offered through St. Francis or traditional online courses offered through St. Francis, where Blackboard is the primary mode of delivery of the course. We will still use Blackboard. I am using MindTap. This is only the second time I've used this in teaching, and it's been a few years, so there are some definite changes, some revisions, I think upgrades from both a student perspective and a teaching perspective as well. So what I want to do here is just take a few minutes and go over the interface of the course, show you around a little bit through the assignments, etc. So everything that you have to do in terms of all the work for the course, except for the Blackboard discussion boards, are housed in this area here. Okay? I did, though, and your view should be similar when you log into the course, and this is assuming that you got your Cengage account either created or you already had one and you logged in, you found the course, and got set up with it. You should be looking at the list view. And it might look a little bit different than my screen does, but primarily this is what you ought to be seeing on your screen here. And the very first one is some student files. These you won't need to download until we get to the Excel com uh, components. So when we get down into weeks 6 and 7, that's when you need to download some of those student files. I'm leaving it there for you at the top, just so you can reference it easily. You'll note here that the student introductions, and I did this because I set up a grade book in MindTap itself. So the student introductions are here. You don't really complete them in here, as it notes here in Blackboard. You will introduce yourself to the rest of the class. This activity must be completed before noon on Monday, March 14th. So you go into Blackboard and you complete all the discussion board posts, and there are 5 of them for this course, so or actually the 6 if you count the student introduction. So for Chapter 1, you have a discussion board in Blackboard. For Chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5 all have discussion boards. These are issues that are more issues, topics related to computers, ethics, computing, devices, some hardware discussions, and those kind of things. But that is all set up in Blackboard for you to complete the discussion. Right? The work that you'll have to do in MindTap is actually in this area here. So you click on that bar, and it opens up the Chapter 1 window. And what you have in here, you have several things here, and I'm going to open up a couple of them. This top one here is actually the chapter of the book. So this will open up. It sometimes loads faster than other times, but you need to make sure that you're scrolling here down the page, because it's not all right there for you to see. So you scroll down the page, and then to advance to the next page, you simply click on this button here. Okay? So the book is here in this format for you to read. Okay? The downside to this one is there's not a lot of options for you to annotate and make notes and those kind of things like a traditional e-textbook. So read through the chapter, and then once you get done reading through the chapter, you can close the window out up here. Okay? Now you're back to here again. This one here is some different materials related to chapter 1 as well. When this loads, so you read the chapter, you review this material here, and you can actually play right through this, and it is set up to play automatically through. I'm not sure if you can hear the audio there or not, but there is someone reading to you and going over some things. You can jump around here as well at table of contents. So if you wanted to jump to a different slide or a different topic, you can see here that if you wanted to skip over the objectives in the world of technology, you can jump right into the computer section. or you can jump, into some input output devices, whatever. You can jump around here. Now, when you're finished with this, either you select it. If you decide not to, you go back to the screen where the woman is reading to you. You click on close here, and it'll automatically start up again. Okay. You can pause it down here. You can advance. You can go backwards. You can advance forwards, or like I said, there's a table of contents too. Okay. Then when you're finished with that, you can close it out. Now you're back to the chapter 1 window, and this is your kind of cookie crumb area up here. It lets you know where you are. Now these next two things here are actual activities that you have to complete. This one is a training, and then there's the exam. Okay. The training is it's through the SAM product, through Cengage, and it's actually a very nice interface. I'm going to open it and show you around here a little bit. And when you read through this and you're ready to start, it tells you how many tasks you have to complete and all that stuff. I expect that if you haven't used SAM before, you may have some questions about this, some issues. It's a relatively nice and easy to navigate interface. You're going to get read to again here. You can turn the sound off and pause it, advance. You can turn the sound off and just go through it on your own if you want to. You can advance through if you want to. What you're going to do here, I'm going to try to pause this out. I'll explain it to you here. What you're going to do is you're going to be providing an introduction, which is what's happening right now with the person reading this information to you. Then you're going to observe. So what they're going to do is they're going to show you something now. So they're going to go over something, then they're going to show you something. We'll look at the observation. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so once you go through that, you're going to get the introduction, the observe, and then the apply. If you want to skip all that, if you really think that this is kind of very basic to you and you don't need the introduction to the observation, you can go right to the apply. Okay? This is when you have to do it. Okay, so here they're presenting you with some terms on the left, and then you have to match what's on the right to match it. So you click and click. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so that's it. You click here and then click here. Okay, so just go through that and do that. It's relatively easy, like I said. I will post another video when we get to the Excel portion, but that's not until week 6. So that's only in week 6 and 7 that we're going to cover Excel. The training, this is the training that you're in. It's mandatory. You have to complete it. It's graded assignment, so you must complete this. You can skip around here as well. You can jump to the next question. You can show the task list over here. You can jump around this way if you'd like. It does have a scroll bar here, so you can see all the tasks that you have to complete. Each one of them will have the same format. It'll present you the introduction, observation, and apply. Like I said, you can skip over this stuff if you want, but this is what you have to complete, this stuff. So once you complete this, you can advance to the next question. Okay, same thing. If it's something you think you're very knowledgeable about on the next question, skip over the intro and the observation and jump right into the apply. Okay. All right. So let me close out of this, and then you have the exam. The exam is graded as well. I'm not going to open that up, but you will have 2 attempts to complete the exam, and it will keep your highest score. Okay. And then down here, this is your Blackboard discussion. In every area where there is a Blackboard discussion, I just listed out there for you so that you know you have to go into Blackboard and complete the discussion. Okay. So for the first week, let me go back out here. Well, here it is here. No, it doesn't show here. The first week, the dates are listed here as well. So March 12th it starts and it closes March 18th. So for the first week, which is chapter 1, you have to complete these activities. So you read, view the voiceover PowerPoint, go through the training, which I just showed you, complete the exam, and then in Blackboard you have the discussion. Okay? And every week it's going to be the exact same thing for the first 5 weeks of the course up through chapter 5. When we get into Excel, it's going to be a bit different. And like I said, I'll post a separate video that jumps right into showing you how to complete the Excel stuff. You will find that some of these in here have video, so you can watch videos, with training materials. And there are all kinds of different modes of teaching here that I think will help address all learning styles. So I think it's a good platform, it's a good format, nice interface, it's easy to navigate. I haven't had any technical issues going through this at all at this point, so I think you'll enjoy it. I'm looking forward to